And see she flies, and she is everywhere. Nick Drake. Prologue. Once upon a time, there were 4 girls. Young women, you might even say. And though their lives traveled in different directions, they loved each other very much. Once upon a time before that, these same girls found a pair of pants, wise and magical, and named them the traveling pants. The pants had the magic of teaching these girls how to be apart. They taught them how to be 4 people instead of 1 person, how to be together no matter where they were, how to love themselves as much as they loved each other, and on a practical level, the pants had the magic of fitting all 4 of them, which is hard to believe but true, especially considering only one of them, the blonde, was built like a supermodel. Okay, full disclosure. I am one of these girls. I wear these pants. I have these friends. I know this magic. I am, in fact, the blonde, though I was kidding about the supermodel part. But anyway, as it happens with most kinds of magic, these pants did their job a little too well. And the girls, being extraordinary girls, if you don't mind my saying so, learned their lesson a little too well. And so when the girls' lives changed that final summer, the pants, being wise, had to change too. And that is how this tale of sisterhood began, but did not end. The only true paradise is paradise lost. Marcel Proust. Gilda's was the same. It always was. And what a relief, too, Lena found herself thinking. Good thing you could count on human vanity in the onward march of fitness crazes requiring mats and mirrors. Not much else was the same. Things were different. Things were missing. Carmen, for instance, was missing. "I can't really see how we can do this without Carmen," Tibby said. As was the custom, she'd brought her video camera for posterity, but she hadn't turned it on. Nobody was quite sure about when posterity started, or if maybe it already had. "So maybe we shouldn't try," Bea said. "Maybe we should wait until we can do it together?" Lena had brought the candles, but she hadn't lit them. Tibby had brought the ceremonial bad 80s aerobics music, but she hadn't put it on. Bea had gamely set out the bowls of gummy worms and Cheetos, but nobody was eating them. "When's that going to be?" Tibby asked. "Seriously, I think we've been trying to get together since last September, and I don't think it has happened once." "What about Thanksgiving?" Lena asked. "Remember I had to go to Cincinnati for Great-Grandma Felicia's 100th birthday?" Tibby said. "Oh yeah, and she had a stroke," Bea said. "That was after the party." "And Carmen went to Florida over Christmas," Lena said. "And you 2 were in New York over New Year's." "All right, so how about 2 weekends from now? Carmen will be back by then, won't she?" "Yeah, but my classes start on June 20th. Lena clasped her hands around her knees, her large bare feet on the sticky pine floor. "I can't miss the first day of the pose, or I'll end up stuck in a corner or staring at the model's kneecap for a month." "Okay, so July 4th, Tibby said reasonably. "Nobody has school or anything that Friday. We could meet back here for a long weekend." Bea untied her shoe. "I fly to Istanbul on June 24th. "That soon? Can you go later?" Tibby asked. Bridget's face dimmed with regret. "The program put us all on this charter flight, otherwise it's an extra $1,000 and you have to find your own way to the site." "How could Carmen miss this?" Tibby asked. Lena knew what she meant. It wasn't okay for any of them to miss this ritual, but especially not Carmen, to whom it had mattered so much. Bea looked around. "Miss what, though?" she asked, not so much challenging as conciliating. "This isn't really the launch, right?" She gestured to the pants folded obediently in the middle of their triangle. "I mean, not officially. We've been wearing them all school year. It's not like the other summers when this was the huge kickoff and everything." Lena wasn't sure whether she felt comforted or antagonized by this statement. "Maybe that's true," Tibby said. "Maybe we don't need a launch this summer." "We should at least figure out the rotation tonight," Lena said. "Carmen will just have to live with it." "Why don't we keep up the same rotation we've had going till now?" Bridget suggested, straightening her legs in front of her. "No reason to change it just because it's summer." Lena bit the skin around her thumbnail and considered the practical truth of this. Summer used to be different. It was the time they left home, split up, lived separate lives for 10 long weeks, and counted on the pants to hold them together until they were reunited. Now summer was more of the same. Being apart wasn't the exception, Lena recognized. It was the rule.